Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's love read. Due to my voice being a little crazy, I'm doing them a little differently, a little bit more abbreviated. We'll see how it goes. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For the supportive oracle cards, the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Relationship first, single second. I'm just using different abbreviated readings because my voice doesn't like to hang on too long, so I want to make sure I get through as much as I can. So I've already shuffled. We're going to see where you have, what your partner has, where you match, where you don't match. No, we want to stop. I almost want to switch these a little bit, but they might be... Okay, where you're matching looks good. We'll get into that in a minute. So your partner, not satisfied with what they're dealing with. Again, this is going to be abbreviated, so they're not satisfied. They got the Four of Cups. They're not satisfied with what's going on. I wouldn't say it's you, because I'm like, I see you with justice here. So what I'm seeing they're not satisfied. Like something worked out fairly. It did work out fairly, maybe in your favor. They're not satisfied with this. With this whole situation, though, things could get better. Right now, they're not happy, but things are working out the way they should be. The Strength card here is where you match, along with the Blooming. Like, this could grow farther. This could get better. This could become more. I feel like the key to this is realize, what are they so unhappy about? Because it's the Four of Cups, which tells me the majority of it is good. There's just something they're hung up on that they don't like. This can get better. This can improve and become more. Excuse me. When you don't match on, there's a hidden aspect here. Somebody's holding on to something here. Almost like a grudge past a little bit. Six of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. It's like something that just is always there, always a problem. But it's highlighted with this current situation. It's highlighted here. It's like there's something I actually feel, for those of you this is really going to click with, it's something about your partner's personality. I feel like it is, though. Like there's just a little, like, it's almost like feeling like they're behind the 8 ball or something weird like that. Kind of like, oh, when it gets to me again. Yeah, here we go. Something like that. It's weird. It's just like they have a little, there's a pessimistic feel here. It seems to blur from one thing to the next. A little bit of a bad attitude. I don't want to say bad attitude like it's mean, but like a less than empowering attitude. The key is to not encourage this, but the best way to not encourage it is to not acknowledge it, which I know may sound weird, but like it's kind of like when you're having an argument with somebody and they're throwing curse words and name calling and other ridiculous stuff. Sometimes when that keeps going back and forth, you get caught up in the name calling and the curse words, even if you're not using them. Even if you are not using them, you're being called them or they're being thrown at you, and you get very upset and you're like, don't say that to me, and the argument becomes about the curse words and the name calling instead of what the actual situation is about. And I'm feeling if this is kind of like you walk around it, excuse me, and you just don't play into that bad attitude, basically, I'm getting things can get better. Things can go better. Walking around that bad attitude, finding out what is it they really don't like. You know what I mean? What is the problem? They like most. I feel like they like most of it. They're just hung up on one little key element. Was it basically because, you're going on a trip, but they just didn't get to decide, what hotel you were staying at? Was it that minimal? You know what I mean? Or was it kind of like, you're going to a restaurant, but they didn't get the table they wanted. Something weird. It's like minimal like that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's exactly what's happening here, but it's like that. It's minimal, and they're getting hung up on it. I feel like if you just be careful with the attitude. Like, I'm feeling for a lot of you that this connects with, there's like this weird attitude thing going on. If you just don't play into it, you just kind of glaze it over, and you just kind of keep going with the conversation and get to the actual problem, and don't let all this ridiculousness get in your way. Then where this can go is the Ace of Swords with acceptance. Now, this is interesting because the Ace of Swords is air, communication. Working around this, keeping this going forward, I feel like you could get a conversation going with your partner to get them to like let this go, whatever the Four of Cups is for them. Whatever it is they really don't like, this would get them to let that go. I feel like more communication is in your future. This needs to be talked out a little better. You did get justice on your side, so it did work out fairly. And I understand, like, this is just, but you want to find out what they're hung up on. And I'm getting communication helps that a lot. Once you find out what the thing is, it feels like it's minimal. You can kind of like, you know, relax that, smooth it over, and you can keep this going in a good way. I just feel like there's this minimal thing that they're hung up on. It's minimal. Minimal, if I can speak. Alright. I'm going to let that be there. I hope that helps. I feel like I don't really like the idea of doing abbreviated readings, but I just don't think my voice will hang up, hold out. My brain won't either, apparently. So, there you go. Brain won't stay with me either. There you go. You know, I'm gonna go on to singles now. My brain doesn't work. My voice doesn't work. What else doesn't work? I tell you. Alright, I have such a beautiful voice right now, you know? Singles. What do we have for singles? We're going to do what's around you, what to avoid, past, present, future. Okay. Around you. Ugh, this is Pisces single. What to avoid. What? Okay, let's see where... Page of Pentacles. There is an offer coming towards you. I see it coming towards you. Take it slow. That's the Page of Pentacles. Take it slow. Take it really slow. If this goes too fast, you're going to get the Death card really quick. In the sense of like whatever this offer of love is coming towards you, if it goes too fast, it's going to be short-lived. It might be like really good for like 3-4 weeks, but then if it goes too fast, you're going to lose it. This is what to avoid, right? Okay. I almost feel like I should do this a little differently because I'm almost feeling like you're headed towards something that is not got the best chance of survival. Because what you have around you is the Five of Pentacles. I feel like they're saying there's not a lot here. I actually feel like this is kind of how this is going. I'm going to shuffle these. I was hoping for this to be more empowering, but I actually feel like there's a big gesture of love coming your way. It's coming your way, but there's not a lot to build from. There's not a lot to build from. The path. All right, so be careful. Stay on the path. Take this slow. Like follow the more beaten path. I know that's not how they're supposed to say that. Be careful. Like, don't go off the path. Don't go off the path. Don't go. Be careful. I feel like what we're dealing with is not going to last. Because in the environment, you got the Five of Pentacles, but you also got the Void there. It's like whatever this offer of love is, there's nothing to support it. It's kind of like it's kind of like walking out on a ledge that's really rickety, and it's going to give way on you. That's what I'm feeling. And you want this offer of love. You've been looking for it. It feels really good when it comes your way. This person is really nice to you, which is ironically authentic. It is authentic, but I'm getting this is not going to last. This is not going to last. The Death card here, I wanted to say this is what to avoid, but they're saying that's why you probably want to avoid this. When this offer of love comes to you, it's not going to last. It's not going to last. It's not good is what I'm getting. Because you got the nourishment with the Chariot is where this is going. Like, this is moving, like you're going on your own. It's like going different directions. Excuse me. Are we sure? I want this. I'm like, being the single Pisces myself, I would like to have this to have a more positive, uplifting feel. Take it slow. Like, for those of you that, it's not going to be, like, if this goes too fast, that's definitely, it's going to tank it quick. It's going to tank it real quick. I'm still getting there's not a lot here to work with just yet. There's not a lot here to work with. I'm getting it on your side with the Five of Pentacles and the Void. They're reinforcing this. They're saying, no, this is not what it seems. This is not, the offer of love is honest though. It is true. It bothers me because I'm like, wait a minute, let's slow down. Why is this is such a good card. It's going to move on. It's going to move on. I think as a Pisces myself, I want this Ace of Cups to show up and stay. It's not going to stay. They're warning you, take this next thing slow. When this person comes towards you, it's going to feel great. It's going to feel so good. Take it slow. You'll be thankful you did. Because it's not going to last more than 3-4 weeks. 3-4 weeks tops. It's not like a one-night stand. It's like 3-4 weeks. And then it's just kind of like, gone. Done. That's it. Because the Chariot with the nourishment is telling me it's going on somewhere else. The nourishment is special, because I wanted to be like, no, can we have this? They're like, no, it's leaving. And the nourishment, like, it's kind of like, you got a lot out of this situation. It was nice. It doesn't even end badly. It doesn't end badly. It doesn't end badly. It ends. It doesn't last that long. I keep getting it over and over again. Why is nourishment there with the Chariot, though? Like, I feel like this is a break you needed. Like, it was a break you needed. It kind of filled you up for a while. It's almost like a break in the monotony. It's not staying, though. I feel like this is kind of replenishing your soul. So maybe it's not bad. Go take it slow, though, is what I'm getting. Take it slow. You'll be a lot happier. This is not going to last, but I feel like this is a nice break for you. It's kind of like I would have liked this to have lasted longer. It's not ending on bad terms for some reason, which is good. It's shocking me. You seem okay after this. You really do. Especially with that, it's almost like this person treating you well and then moving on. Just the way it plays out, it makes you more optimistic about love again. It seems to be healing something. And the way it ends, you seem to be okay. It's good. There's nothing wrong here. That's fine. I think I'm just kind of perplexed. Kind of like, being a Pisces myself, usually we get a little bit like, you know, we get a little bit love drunk. If you're a Pisces like I am, you get a little bit love drunk. And you're just kind of like, when somebody you really like leaves, it's not easy, but I'm actually feeling like this is not destroying you. It's not leaving you in a muddy, bloody pile. You're fine. It makes you more optimistic about love. I'm curious how that plays out. Feel free to leave a comment, especially after this happens, to let me know how that worked out, because I am really intrigued, especially as a Pisces myself. Alright, I think that's what we have. I'm going to wrap that up there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading for me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.